Hey YouTube, my name is Fred from HilliansBricks, and in today's video I'm going to be going through the Lego sets that are launching in January 2021, or at least in Q1 2021. So most sets are going to be launching as of 1st of January with a few exceptions. So rather than going through all 120 plus sets that are coming through this list, I will be going through the five sets that are actually I feel are the worst sets in terms of value. Then I'm going to go in terms of five sets that I think are great but might not necessarily be the best in value. And then I've built kind of a top 30 list of sets that I think are great in value and might be worth getting. So if you're not familiar with the Lego website and how to find out, what sets are new, I will just quickly show you first here how you can find out which sets are new and how you can kind of filter it. So you can just go to shop by new, and then you can see here see all new. Now we're still in December, so the January sets will still not be available, but you can scroll down here on the left and go to availability and put a click on coming soon, and that filter will now would set all the sets that are coming as of January, so you can filter whichever way you want it. I tend to go high to low, but I've kind of already pre-selected some tabs that I'm going to share with you. Now, the first thing I wanted to share with you were what, in my opinion, are the five worst sets in terms of value. And this might be my interpretation, but let us know in the comment section if you agree or disagree with any of my selections below. So, the fifth worst one, in my opinion, is I've got a list here below. It's set 60275, which is the Lego City Police helicopter. It's £9. It's got too many figures, but they're very general minifigures. There's only 51 pieces in here, quite standard. This works out at 18 pence per piece if you exclude the minifigures, which is quite high. Okay, this is a 4 plus set, so that's kind of why it's on the higher side. So, and it's quite a limited range, but in my opinion, that's not one that I would be going for. And even if it's discounted significantly, it wouldn't be top of my list. Now, the fourth worst one, we go to the next one, is a Spider-Man one. So this might be a bit controversial. So it's 76172, and it's the Spider-Man and Sandman showdown. And it's got two minifigures, and I do believe that might actually have some value. But generally, otherwise, again, I can't see this as a 4 plus side, 4 plus set. £8.99, but only 45 pieces. I think the minifigures do add some value, but still, at £9, I don't see that's the best value in terms of the set. So that's why it's number 4 in terms of the worst value sets, in my opinion. Now we go on to the third worst one, in my opinion, and it seems to be a recurring theme. This is another 4 plus set. Yes, it's a City Fire ladder truck. £18 is quite steep, in my opinion, for a set with just two minifigures and 88 pieces. That is not the best value, and that's why I put it as number 3. Excuse me. And that makes it at 20 pence per piece, so that's quite high. So I'm not sure why it is. I guess it's maybe so the printed element. This is quite large pieces, so I guess as it's a 4 plus side, there are quite large elements. Now we go on to the second worst one, in my opinion, and this is Lego Disney set. So I guess the licensing theme has something to do with it, but it's Ariel's Celebration Boat. So this is £25, and it's only got 114 pieces. So if you scroll down, 114 pieces, again 4 plus, and two of these mini dolls. But that's quite a steep price, £25 for that. And I guess there's not many 4 plus Disney sets, and that's why it's quite a high price, in my opinion. So yeah, I don't see much value in this set. Clearly, they're targeting a limited audience, and they have a limited range, so people, they're hoping they will buy this. That's a bit of a sore throat, so let me start talking further on terms of what I believe is the worst set in terms of value of the sets that are launching in 2021. And this might come as quite a surprise to you, but this is what I think is the Technic off-road buggy. So some people might be excited about it. So obviously this the reason why this is looking at parts per value is this is 32 pence per part, but that's because it's got some engine motorized, and there will be a limited sort of user base for this. But when I look at some other RC cars that Lego have launched, I've seen that there's not much uptake on these. They're priced quite significantly. There was a Top Gear RC car, which was similar price range, I believe. And recently, I managed to acquire that at a 50% off. So I wouldn't buy this at the full price either. So yeah, that's why I think this is, in terms of value of the Lego website, is not the best deal. Now, The next thing I'm going to talk about is 5 sets which haven't made my top 30 list in terms of value, but sets that I am quite excited about. So, and there's some multiple sets in some of the numbers. So the first one is kind of a range of sets. So there's 2 sets on this, and it's the Monster Jam trucks. I think these are quite nice. They work at 8 to 8.5p per brick. Comes 18 pounds. It's 230 pieces. This is the Monster Jam Max D, and then there's also the Grave Digger. So this is 42118 and 42119. I think this one is going to be the more popular one. This is a quite a popular monster truck, and yeah, I think these are just slightly above the best value deals, but I can see that these are going quite well, and yeah, I'm quite like the look of these. I think these might be quite popular. And then we move on to the fourth one in terms of my list of items that didn't make the cut, but I think that are quite nice. And there's a whole range of these. These are the Hogwarts moments. So these are like these books that from Harry Potter. They always come with 3 minifigures. They work out at about 10 to 12 pence each one. So this is one Transfiguration class. Then we've also got Potions class, and then we've got Herbology class, and then finally we've also got Charms class. So you see these are all 27.99. I think these are nice. I think these will do really well, especially as it's got 3 minifigures, and it's quite a nice build to it as well. It's kind of a unique design. If we look at some of the pictures here, it works out as a book that you can close and then fold open. That will be a quite new way of Lego designing sorts of things, and they've built some similar books recently. I think these might be quite popular as a set, and I think these will be potentially quite decent from an investment perspective. They're not the best in terms of when we look at it from a pop perspective, but you do have 3 Harry Potter minifigures in each one, which do hold some value as well. So yeah, I'm on the fence on this one, to be honest. So I'm not sure if I'm going to jump in straight away. If these get discounted elsewhere, I might go, but at 10 to 12 pence per brick, that's quite on the high side in my opinion. Now, when we look at another set, the third one in sets that I didn't make the cut, but I do quite like the look of, is the Creator Surfer Beach House. Now, I do like the look of this. This is quite nice. You got 2 minifigures, got some turtles, and this dolphin, and it's a unique design. I think it's quite nicely made. Lots of different pieces, lots of different techniques. £45 does put me off, but I'm hoping Amazon will come within the range of about £30 at some point. For 564 pieces at the current price, this is 8 pence a piece. I will be looking, at more about 5-6 pence a piece, so that brings it to about 25-30 pounds range. That would be my optimum price. But yeah, it's a nice set, I must say, but it's not something I would be buying at the full list price. And I'm hoping it's going to be available in more retailers within the coming months. And then we go to another set, which I believe is going to be very popular because Lego hasn't done this theme for a while, and it's the Lego Tractor. Now, £15 works out around 10 pence per piece because it's only got 148 pieces for £15. Okay, it's got 2 minifigures here, but I think this could be quite popular. I wouldn't be paying the full price for this either. I think it's quite on the high side, but I can see the aesthetics of the set look quite nice. It's a nice box, and I think the playability of this is quite nice. And Lego hasn't really gone into the farm section recently, and I think maybe that's something that they're going to come out with more. Who knows? But I do think that there could be some playability factors here, and yeah, I can see this going quite well, but not for me at this price. But I can imagine seeing this in supermarkets, retailers, and they're being discounted to it around the £10 mark. That's sort of a price that I'll be looking at. £9.99 is maybe what could tempt me for this one. So yeah, I will skip it at this price. It's not something I'm jumping on, but definitely want to keep an eye out. And then the one I do think that I like is not the best value, but one that I am considering buying next one, and that didn't make the cut, is this Microfighter, the Millennium Falcon Star Wars. Only £9, but it comes with a Han Solo minifigure. This looks very nice. I think, the Millennium Falcon Microfighter comes with 101 pieces and a minifigure for £9. Okay, that works out about 8.99 pence per piece. But yeah, I think this is going to do quite well as well. Being Star Wars, I can see this selling quite well, and I would definitely be interested in in some of these, and I think the minifigure might be quite nice too. So yeah, $8.99, not the best price, but licensed set as Star Wars, you're not going to get this cheaper. And I think for 100 pieces, this is about the right price range in my opinion. So now we come to the moment when I'm going to go through my top 30, and the early ones are going to be sort of ranked by value in terms of price per brick, but then I'm going to come through the top 10, which is kind of slight variations based on what I'm also thinking of my personal opinion are the better ones. So stay tuned all the way till the end if you want to find out which ones are you think are my top ones. And let's see if you can predict which ones could be the top sets that are coming out in 2021, and let us know by any means if you agree or disagree in the comment section below. So at number 30, let's go to number 30, and that is set number 71742, and it's an Ninjago Overlord Dragon. As you can see, it's 28 pounds. It's got 2 minifigures, and it's set for 372 pieces. So this comes at just 7.5 pence per piece. There's lots of purple. I don't see many of these pieces in purple before, and it's another dragon. There's certain people that are interested in these sets. So yeah, I can see this doing okay. Ninjago has quite its own unique target audience. So, but yeah, this is quite a nice and different sets from what we've seen before, in my opinion. So that's my number 30. Now let's go to number 29, and we're looking at another Ninjago set, and it's the 71737, the X1 Ninjago Charger. Now this set is at $44.99. I do like the look of this car. It looks like it's got some shooters as well. This motorbike racing thing, and then it's got 5 minifigures, and it comes with 599 pieces. Works out as well at 7.5 pence per brick. But with 5 minifigures, I don't think this is too bad of a value for Ninjago, and I can see this doing quite well. But I do think there's quite a lot of sticker elements on this as well, which kind of puts me off. But I can see this being reasonably popular. I don't expect this will necessarily sell out, but I can see this as quite a nice addition to the Ninjago range. Now let's move on to number 28 in the list, and we've got a Lego Friends set, which is 41449, which is Andrea's Family House. Slightly more expensive set, it's $59.99, but you can see you got 5 mini dolls here, and there's 802 pieces, which makes it again at 7.5 pence per brick, more or less, plus the 5 mini dolls. You got this garage, it's a nice house, it's very Lego Friends colors. Do apologize if you hear some noise in the background because it's just started raining heavily out here, so that might be what you might be hearing in the background. But yeah, this is quite nice addition. I can see people buying this as well. If you have a Lego city, have a nice house, put it in there. It's a different look, but yeah, I quite like this. I think this might be doing quite well. Now, wow, this is quite heavy rain. Now let's move on to set number 27 in our list, and it's Marvel's Captain America mech armor. Now, we've had a few mech armors come out this year in 2020. Now there's a few more that's coming out in 2021. This is Captain America one, $8.99, 121 pieces, 1 minifigure. Yeah, 7.4 pence per brick. Plus you have the minifigure, which tends to be quite valuable when we look at a brand like Marvel, the series. These are quite popular, and I have seen these sets discounted often as well, to around the £7 mark in the retailer. So yeah, you can snap this up as a bargain, and I do think these will be quite popular with certain people. So let's move on to number 26 in our list, and we're going to Lego City, the car transporter. Now, when I showed the list of Lego earlier to my 8-year-old son, he's like, wow, I like the look of this. This is one I want. And this is $24.99. It's got 342 pieces. As you can see, it's got 2 minifigures as well, and that works out at 7.3 pence per piece if we exclude the minifigures. Now, not the best terms of value, but this, this looks quite nice, and I can imagine this is going to tilt down, as you can see in this picture here. Quite nice playability factors, and I can see, younger kids are going to enjoy this, and I do think this is quite a nice looking set and a nice addition if you have a Lego City. Now, let's move on to number 25 in our list. And this is, I think this could do quite well, is the Creator Yellow Taxi. Only £8.99, 124 pieces, like obviously a lot of yellow, but I can see this could be quite a nice addition to people who again have a city, or I can imagine that New York might actually buy quite a lot of these and become as a part of a tourist thing to buy, almost memorabilia, because it works out at 7.3 pence per piece, and it's not something I've seen before like this. So interesting. It's kind of the older designs of the cars as well. Now let's move on to number 24 in the list. So I'm going through them, and this is Lego Friends Set 41692, which is the Vet Clinic Rescue Helicopter, 1799. Lots of coral, very colorful pieces again, being Lego Friends. 249 pieces and 2 mini dolls. That works out at 7.2 pence per piece if we exclude the mini dolls. So that's why it's on number 24. Now let's move on to number 23 on our lists, and this could be quite popular in certain areas. Obviously, is the Brickheads 40466 Chinese New Year, 1799, and I do like the look of these. And I do think these will do well from an investment perspective with the Asian market in the future. 249 pieces. This works out at just 7.2 pence per brick again. But these are white and black. And yes, I think this packaging looks quite nice too. I think this will do quite well. This could be quite worth it from an investment perspective, in my opinion, because pandas are always popular regardless of where you are in the world. Obviously, it will depend on how long they produce these, but I can see these are going to sell out quite quickly, in my opinion. And 17.99 is not a bad price point for 250 bricks. Now, let's move on to 22 in the list, and we've got another mech armor. This time it's Miles Morales mech armor, also 8.99. 125 pieces, one minifigure in there, and this works out at 7.2 pence per brick as well. Yeah, so if people who are collecting the series of mech armor, I can see they're also going to be collecting this one. So again, I'll be looking out for a deal on this in the supermarket for around the £7 mark rather than paying the full price. But I can see that this could be, quite popular again, especially, this is going to be selling everywhere. I wouldn't say it's good from an investment perspective, but from a part out perspective, if you run a Bricklink or Brick Owl store, this could be quite a good set to get, unless you've already got lots of these common elements. Now let's move on to number 21 in our list. And number 21 is a Lego Friends set 41443. It's Olivia's electric green car. Yes, so we're going green. This is obviously environmental friendly. Going more and more into the theme of this. £12.99 for 183 pieces and 2 mini dolls. That makes it work out at 7.1 pence per brick. Colorful thing. So yeah, I can see this being quite nice. It actually also can be seen as a convertible car if you look at this. So I can see quite a few playability factors, and £12.99 is not bad value for this type of set. I can see this be quite appealing. Now let's move on to number 20 in our list. Number 20 in our list is Lego Technic, and it's the Jeep Wrangler, which is 42122, so £45. I can see this be quite popular, and it's got 665 pieces. I do think it will have quite a few elements. So you see, the hood can pop up, and the wheels, so the axles are very flexible. I can see this do quite well. At 665 pieces for £45, this works out at 6.8 pence per piece. I guess, okay, a lot of them will be axles and elements like this, but I think the playability will be there, and I can see this could be selling quite well at this price point. Now let's move on to number 19 in the list, and this goes back to some animals. So Lego Creator 3 treble 12, which is the wild lion. Almost looks like some other animal, like a panther or something it could be, for £14.99. So you got some saber teeth as well. And this is 224 pieces, and that makes it work out at 6.7 pence per brick. But this bright light orange color is not something that I'm running for, but yeah, could be quite nice. It's not something that I'll be looking to get, but it has made our top 20. So this is number 19 on the list. Now let's go to number 18, which is an Ninjago set, and it is another mech battle set. This is Ninjago Zane's Titans Mech Battle, set number 71738, $54.99. So it's quite a hefty price tag, but as you can see, it's got 840 pieces, and it does have 4 minifigures. You can see here at the bottom. So without the minifigures, this works at 6.5 pence per brick. And these are some nice blue shades of color as well, blue gray, yes, and lots of white and some gold. But yeah, I think this is not a bad looking set. So let's move on to number 17. Another mech armor set. So this time it's Thor. Set number 76169. $8.99, so the same price range. Again, I'll be looking for the £7 mark. But yeah, 139 pieces, which makes it slightly better value than the others because it's got more pieces. So this is 6.5 pence on average per brick that you would be paying. I think the colors, are quite good as well. I do like the look of the Thor one, I must say. Now, let's move on to number 16 in our list. Now, this one is a Technic set, 42116, small set. This is skid steer loader at £8.99. Now, this comes with 140 pieces, so I guess a lot of it will be pins. When you work that one out, it comes at 6.4 pence per actual element you buy. And you see lots of these twisters things, so which makes me think that a lot of these elements will be things that you can control by just twisting the little gears here. So I can see this is going to go up, and you could probably control some of the other steering elements as well. So it'd be quite nice to see how this all works out. For £9, I think that's quite a good value for a sophisticated set like this. Now we are going into our top 15 now. So at number 15, we've got set 60276, which is the police prisoner transport. At £14.99, I think this is quite good value because you can see you got 4 minifigures and 244 pieces. And this works out just over 6 pence per brick, so 6.1 pence per brick, and 4 minifigures. I don't think that's a good necessarily bad value. I think this is quite a good deal. So, and I'm wondering if this has got flashing lights. I don't think it will do, but let's have a look at some of the elements. So this actually comes off. So you can see it's got some playability factors. So this will be popular with younger children, I do imagine. Now let's go to number 14 in our list. And we've got this Lego Technic race plane 42117 at £8.99. And that's good value when you look at it, when you got 154 pieces for £9. Some interesting colors. Okay, quite a lot of stickers again. But this works out at 5.8 pence per brick. So I think that's not bad at all for Technic set. And especially this might be discounted to some retailers even further in certain promotions. So yeah, I think this is good value already. Now let's go on to number 13. Is this going to be the unlucky one, or is this going to be lucky 13? Okay, so clearly Lego are also launching lots of brick sets, and this is a Lego Classic 11013. This is the creative transparent brick. So there's lots of transparent elements, as you can see, at £28, well, £27.99, but there's 500 of these in there, and that works out at just 5.6 pence per brick, which is not bad for 500 things in 500 bricks. And what you can expect in certain retailers, this is going to be discounted at some point as well, which is the sort of price point you want to be looking at. Is probably about £20 or lower to kind of acquire these sets, maybe even further. So keep an eye out for good deals. And sometimes you might get these even half price in places like Asda. So let's go on to number 12, which I think is going to be quite popular early on, which is set 40462, which is the Valentine's Brown Bear. So in the run up to February, I can see this sell out on Lego, £13.49 for 245 pieces. I think that's very good value, and especially for something, this seasonal sort of set. We've all seen with the run up to Christmas how seasonal sets performed, and they sold out quite quickly. With further lockdowns everywhere, people are going to be buying online for gifts. This is an easy gift, right? So for someone who's into Lego, I can see this going quite quickly. This worked out 5.5 pence per brick. Good value in my opinion, and this is why it's number 12 in our list. Now let's move on to number 11. So this is a new sort of theme, so it's some sort of pet section. So this is Brickhead's short hair cats, so £13.49. Got these two cats here, and they work 250 pieces in them, and that works out as just 5.4 pence per brick. And I do think these will be quite popular with pet owners, again, as gifts that you can give to somebody as well. So £13.49, not bad value. Not something I would be necessarily picking up, although there's lots of dark bluish grey color in here, which is not actually too bad if you're looking for those. And we move on to number 10. So we're finally entering our number our top 10 of the best value sets in our opinion. So these might not now necessarily be in terms of the best value per brick, but some of it is kind of a mixed match of what we think is the best value per brick, but also the contents of the sets and how we assume they're going to do in terms of an investment perspective, but also, how popular they might be with, for people who buy Lego. So on number 10, we've got Dot's secret boxes. So these clearly made it because of the price per brick, $12.99, and you got 273 pieces. The Dots always have good value because there's lots of little elements, and that's why they're always cheap, because there's lots of them in the set, and that works out at 4.8 pence per brick when you look at it from these lots of elements. And you have lots of things that you can change. You can create your own design, and that's the fun thing about Dots. And, spoiler alert, but there might be a few more Dots that come up in our top 10. Now, number 9, and it might be more for elder people. So this is, what could be for younger ones as well, but this is the Lego Art. So 31202, so another art edition. Again, $114.99 a default price, but for people who've been following Lego will know that you can get these art sets now. The ones I've only launched a few months ago for 75 to 80 pounds if you wait a bit. So I expect the same is going to happen with Disney's Mickey Mouse. But again, this is Disney, so it's licensed, so that's why it might take a bit longer before it gets discounted. But 2,658 pieces, mostly of these tiles. That's why it's such good value, because it gets so many pieces. And that's why it works out 4.3 pence per unit price. But you got to be aware of what the bricks are as well. That's why it's not necessarily at the top of my list, because this is towards the better end in terms of the pricing per brick, clearly because it's lots of these little round tiles. Now let's go to number 8, and we've got another Dots one. I'm going to go quite quickly over this. So this is 41924, the Dot secret holder. So again, it looks like in a cat shape. 18 pounds, but it's got 451 pieces, so you can do quite a bit of it with it. So this works out at 4 pence per Lego brick or Lego piece. Now, number 7 is another Lego classic, 11016, so the creative building bricks. 45 pounds for 1,200 bricks. So, this is similar to the other bricks. If you're looking for common bricks, these are the sort of things to go for. I will be looking for these ones again at a half price deal, but this already works out great. When you look at it, the price works out at 3.7 pence per bricks, but I can imagine these are going to come down in half price in certain places, so it works out below even 2 pence a brick. That's the time to buy it. So might not necessarily be the right time to buy early on, but even if you got kids who want to play, this is what you want to buy, right? So they can just design what they want to do, because there's lots of various builds that you can make with these. These space shuttles, pairs. These are just some example trees. This is good for younger children to kind of explore their initial creativity. Now let's go on to number 6, and it's another Dots one, I'm afraid. And this is the Dots Creative Party Kit. So 41926, 22 pounds. 623 pieces. That's why it's slightly higher ranked than the other ones. It's slightly more expensive because you got lots of parts, lots of different things. It seems like it's like sort of cupcake elements, but this works out at 3.5 pence a brick. So that's why it's slightly higher on the list, because it works at a better value. Now I do promise that this is the last of the Dots that I'm going to be talking about. So we're now going to enter our top 5, and these are definitely not in the ranking of best value in terms of per brick. Because if we're looking at the best price per brick, this is the set that is the best value that's being launched. At 3.5 pence a brick, it's not going to be any lower than this. And generally, if you find anything lower than 5 pence a brick on Lego, you're doing quite well. Now, number 5, we've got this new set, which I think is fantastic. And it's set number 40469, which is the Tuk Tuk. And, at £8.99 for 155 pieces, I think this looks great. With all the different colors, it looks really well thought of. If Lego are looking to explore into India, I can imagine this is going to fly off the shelves over there, right? And I'm not even sure, they might already be in India, but at £8.99, I think this is fantastic, and it could be a nice addition to people in their sets. Even in Thailand, this is really, I think, a really nice design. This works out at 5.8 pence per brick. All the different colors. Yeah, I can see this at this price point. This is going to be popular. This is not going to stay on the shelves for too long. Now let's go to number 4. At number 4, we got another one of those brickheads kind of animals ones, and it's the German Shepherd. £13.49 for 247 pieces. Now, I do like the look of these. I think, dog owners are going to love these sort of things. And that's why it's made the top four. It's 5.5 pence a brick. Similar to like the kind of the cat one that we had earlier. But I think this might be slightly more popular than the cat version. And let's see, time will tell. Let us know if you disagree or agree with us. Now we'll go to the top three. And it was very hard to put number three at number three. And not at number one, because you might all know that I do have a big affection to this sort of theme, and it's the Lego police station, the modular building. So set 10278, which I covered in a different video already. So this is coming out 1st of January, and I do love the modular buildings. But I do think this is good value at $169.99 because it does have 2,923 pieces and five minifigures. Works out at 5.8 pence per brick. I can see this selling out within the first few days on Lego. By the way, when it comes out, this set is going to sell out for sure. So from an investment perspective, or even if you want this set, make sure you go in quick. And I'm hoping that Lego will limit the number that you can buy from day one. Otherwise, I can expect it to see it on places like eBay to be scalpers are going to sell it for profit for sure. Because I've actually already seen some listings for this set saying ship from the 4th of January, and it says you can buy this for £230. So people are already anticipating this one. So yeah, this one is a good value set in my opinion, but it's also beautiful. It's a collectible thing because lots of people who buy these sort of sets already have the other modular buildings, and I for one will be putting it on my list, not necessarily from day one, but at some point in the future when it gets in stock. This is definitely going in my list. I can tell you that already. As you can see, I just scroll down, it's got 2,923 pieces. Now, number two, we've got Lego Technic McLaren Senna GTR. Now this, I was very surprised by this price point. I was expecting a much higher price point for a set like this, $44.99, and it comes with 830 pieces, which brings it at 5.4 pence per piece. But this looks quite nice from the set, and if it goes like similar to like the Corvette that we had, you can expect this to go on sale in certain places for as low as £25, perhaps sometimes half price deals you get on these. If that happens, I will snap them up because I do think these are going to go quite well. It's kind of like similar to the Speed Champions. It's a slightly bigger variant of it. I do wonder if they're ever going to build, the big version of it in Technic. So that might be coming for next year. Who knows, right? Because they launched a Ferrari this year as well. Well, in 2021. So maybe that's the one they've got their eyes on for the future. Now, we're about to announce number one. Can you guess what number one would be, or what will you put number one? And so far, let us know if you agree or disagree with our choices. We're always looking for the feedback and let us know your thoughts. But at number one, it is actually a set that's not launching on January 1st, but it's launching on the 10th of January. Can you guess what that is? That's a big clue. And yes, it is this one here, set 80107 Spring Lantern Festival. £89.99. I think this is, linked for the Chinese New Year. This set, I think, looks incredible. It's got quite a lot of minifigures. I believe there's 7 in total, but it comes with 1,793 pieces. This works out at 5 pence per brick, plus all these minifigures, and the look of it, plus the Asian market. Yeah, this to me is a must buy. And it can easily fit into a city as well. As you can see, it looks really nice. There's like a walk path, like a pavement. You can incorporate that as a little park in the city. I'm definitely buying this. I can tell you this looks fantastic, and this is a very nice detail, nice elements, lots of unique building designs. You see the bull there. I can see this is going to fly off the shelf in no time. So yeah, that was our top choice. Let us know if you agree with this, or if there's any sets that I haven't covered that you thought that should have made the list. But yeah, just wanted to share my thoughts on Lego 2021 January launches. We do hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you want to stay in touch with more videos, and we'll be back with new videos in the near future. That's it. Bye for now.